Yep, I might be sick, but coming up here always clears my head. Mentally, anyway. So, my low, my high, my act of kindness. Let's see. Unfortunately, I have no idea if Horseheads won last night or not. I mean, I've been looking like all throughout last night, all this morning, and like no one's reported the scores from the Horseheads game against Maine NyQuill. Like, not one thing. And it's annoying because literally every local football team or school in my area has their scores up, but not Horseheads. And yeah, they were at Maine NyQuill, but Maine NyQuill isn't like far away. It's pretty much, it's within the area. They could have gotten the scores up. So I can't really tell you whether or not I can sing the fight song yet, nor can I give out a Blue Hammer Award unless I know the score. So there you go. That's my low. But you know, my high is I'm up here. I'm feeling good. Although it doesn't really help that another part of my low is the fact that yeah, I've come down with something. And as for my act of kindness, one moment please. Gotta make sure I don't hurt my hand. There. Now, good as new. Yeah, my mom likes to have hanging plants like that. Although, yeah, it's actually not a bad looking plant, actually. Yeah, that works. Anyway, good morning. Happy Saturday, everyone. It is a nice, cool fall Saturday up here at Keuka Lake. It is really nice. I'm actually trying to look around and see if I can really spot any like leaves changing or anything. And I can sort of do that. If you can toughen the bluff over there, you can see a little bit of the on the west side of the Keuka Lake, or West Side, as the kids used to say. See, I'm not, you know, for a fact I'm sick because I'm saying as the kids used to say. I would never say that. Well, actually, technically, yeah, I would, but not in the jokingly manner, such as right now. Anyway, so I guess I'm trying to think of like what about being up here truly calms me down. I guess it's the fact, like, I mean, this is about as close to being surrounded by nature as you could hope to be without any sort of buildings or civilization, I guess. Not to mention the water behind me is, you know, pretty calm, pretty peaceful. And yeah, it's cool, but it's not like unbearable. Plus, it also helps the fact that I have a hoodie and sweatpants on right now. Funny enough, I actually do have a shirt and, you know, shorts, but I'm just wearing a hoodie and sweatpants right now. I guess I am a little bit annoyed that I got sick. And the sad part is, sadly, I think I know how I got it too, because my mom had just pretty much finished off getting sick from something. And when I saw her the other day, I was about to leave and she's like, "What are you doing? Aren't you gonna give me a hug?" I swear that would be just like me to get sick because I hugged my mom. I mean, I love my mom, but sometimes love isn't worth this. Ah, boy. But, you know, got myself some DayQuill this morning. And I actually had NyQuill, but I can't really take NyQuill during the day. I can take it at night, though, which I did. Which is why, like, this video is starting a little bit later than I would have liked. Because, you know, again, just like what Dennis Leary once said. You know, on the box it says may cause drowsiness. What it should really say is don't make any plans. Because there was like periods of time when, man, I was out cold. I actually did have to get up and go to the bathroom once. But it's like that sort of, like, I definitely had like this sort of drowsy mentality that NyQuill can give you. But my need to go to the bathroom was stronger than the drowsiness, I suppose. Before anyone laughs too hard, I only went number 1. Relax. It's fine. It's Perfectly fine. Nothing happened. Honestly, I think my plan today is just to enjoy the soothing sounds of nature, the sunshine. Honestly, it feels great being out here. Then again, I did turn the pilot light on last night in the cottage. I kind of knew I had to because it was going to be really cold out this morning. Unfortunately, my cottage up here isn't winterized, meaning it's essentially like a cold-blooded animal. The interior increases and decreases with the temperature outside. Sometimes the interior is colder than it is outside. That's how crazy it is. But, I mean, my parents do want to one day either buy a new cottage or tear this one down to, to build a new one. And I say that's fine. Go for it. That's cool. I mean, well, here's the thing. My mom really did. I mean, to be honest, that is what a lot of people wind up doing nowadays, where if the cottage is old and they have the funds to do it, they tear it down and, build a new one. That usually happens. But because my mom watches a lot of HGTV, the Property Brothers, Love It or Listed, Fixer Upper, all that stuff, like, she really is beginning to talk more and more like they do in the shows. Like, literally, I cannot tell you how many times I've heard her say the words open concept. I mean, I know what an open concept is. For those of you who don't know, basically, like, let's say that where I'm standing right now on this dock was indoors. Like, see how there's, like, nothing around here? Or a few bits of furniture here and there? That's kind of like what an open concept is. There's a lot of stuff that goes into making a house or whatever, and I'm curious, are they going to hire a bulldozer to tear everything down, or are they going to demo it? I don't know. That'll be interesting. Another interesting thing is, see that tree up there? We've had that tree forever. And yes, there's some pros and cons to having that tree. Excuse me. The first con, which being, when things fall off of that tree, they wind up getting on the deck. Surprisingly, though, no one's ever complained about anything heavy well, I think we've been really lucky too. Nothing heavy from that tree is straight up fallen on anyone. Then again, the only thing that's really heavy is maybe like a branch or something. Like, you have like little seedlings that fall off, but for the most part, that tree is pretty harmless. On a hot summer day, it provides a pretty decent amount of shade. I mean, yeah, some sunlight will peek through the leaves, obviously, because that's how physics works. But for the most part, if you know exactly where to sit at any given time of day, you can avoid the heat altogether if you're sitting up there. Ah, boy. Well, I am a little bit bummed that I am sick, though. I wouldn't have mind going for a nice little swim, but honestly, if I'm already sick, I think, getting in cold water probably isn't the best idea. In fact, I'm probably going to have to do hot showers for a little while just to really make sure that, the steam from the hot shower is clearing me up a little bit. You got to worry about, because hot water kills a lot of germs and stuff. So, yeah, sometimes it's all in the adjustments. Although I will admit, the longer I stay away from cold showers, the harder it is to get back into them, I noticed. And maybe it's because of the heating in my apartment, how the heating and air conditioning system works in my apartment. But I swear the water is not as cold as I think it ought to be when the air conditioning is on for the summer. And it's going to be colder in the wintertime because they have the heat on. I don't know. Someone's going to have to fill me in on that. Anything big going on today that I know of? Well, Notre Dame's playing Wisconsin. That should be a good game. My grandfather love Notre Dame. Like, literally, I actually once asked my father a while back. Actually, no, I think it might have been like a week ago. where I wound up asking him, because he played football in high school like I did. And I asked him, okay, starting to get all clogged up, and my voice sounds weird right now. Okay, so where was I? I asked my father, let's say you were able to play Division I football, where would you want to go? He actually gave it some thought, like really and truly. But he wound up going with either Notre Dame or the Ohio State University, which, makes sense. When my father was a kid, Notre Dame was just like Notre Dame was Alabama before Alabama was Alabama, if you can believe it. It was really big back then. And as for the Ohio State University, funny enough, we actually have family who lives out there. In fact, they visited back in July. It was very nice to see them again. And actually, a couple of my cousins from that particular family of mine did go to Ohio State. I know one of them did anyway. So, yeah. I like Ohio State. I like the Buckeyes. I mean, they're still going to probably destroy Michigan, but, Ohio State's going to be like a really great college football school for like years to come, I feel. I mean, don't get me wrong, Alabama's still going to be Alabama, and they're definitely going to be like, Alabama. But you're gonna have some contenders in there too. You're gonna have Ohio State. You're gonna have Oklahoma. You're gonna have Penn State. You're gonna have Florida. Even though Florida should have. Seriously, I'm still completely annoyed by the one play that Florida, that 1-2 point conversion that Florida did to try and beat Alabama. Seriously, they were straight up walking. Man, if you're going to walk, you deserve to get tackled in football. I can tell you right now, back when I played football, if you were ever caught walking when you were supposed to be running, trust me, they'd make you run. And they'd make you... Seriously, that's actually one of the main reasons why, I really wasn't that good at football. Because it never really occurred to me that I can anticipate the snap of the ball. And so, because... playing, small fry football, or, pee-wee for those of you who... pee-wee, small fry, Pop Warner, whatever you want to call it. Basically, I was a little kid playing football, and we were drilled to never go offsides or false start. Ever. Or if you did, then you run. Or you get yelled at. And since I did not want that to happen to me, there you go. Although, looking back on it now, seriously, I would have been 100 million times more dangerous if I just realized I could anticipate the snap of the ball. Wait, you can do that? Oh, well, okay. Anyway, just sort of thinking about stuff coming up. I mean, literally a week from now, Amphibia Season 3 is going to premiere. I'm actually really excited about that. That's going to be a fun day. Actually, a week from yesterday, so this upcoming Friday, Horseheads is playing Corning at Corning. That's going to be a big game. I feel, that's why I'm really kind of hoping Horseheads won, because if they went into that game 3-0 against Corning, I bet they'd be feeling a lot more confident in themselves. But hopefully not too confident where, remember, overconfidence leads to hubris. So, there you go. But that shouldn't happen. Horseheads has been pretty well coached so far. They are a bit of a slow starting team, but hopefully, if they won last night, they probably got some kinks worked out. Speaking of high school teams winning, Trinity Pauling plays today. I forget who they play against, though. I'll have to look that up later. But, yeah. So... best case scenario, I wind up singing 2 different fight songs tomorrow. Actually, I want to see, it's so calm. You can legit see, the bottom and the seaweed and stuff. It's awesome. Hear the sounds of nature. That's just wonderful. Even if I'm feeling sick physically, being up here will clear my head mentally. Okay. The sun is literally right in my, oh, the sun is right in my eyes. Holy cow. Oh, dear. Okay, I better get back inside before something happens and I probably made myself even sicker. Like, favorite, share, the subscribe button, follow me on social media, on YouTube. I am very homie this video for all of you guys who watch and enjoy for today. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Remember, you guys want to talk a channel, which will be here to learn, always be back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.